It's for the rich man.
Yep.
That's why I drop nuggets on stock and everything. Look, this is what we got to do. If this is for the rich, then let's get rich. That's it.
Correct.
So we go from a job, and then a lot of people go self-employed, which I did. I started the catering company with $100. It was the right situation, right time. I brought some food to the major studios when they were Sony studios. Remember back in the day before
Yes.
Netflix and everything?
Yeah.
I knew a lot of secretaries. And that particular week when I did it, the property manager of the Godfather movies, the property manager does all the property stuff, the sets, he oversees all that. He was there, tasted the food, he was doing Halle Berry's movie and called me on the phone. That's how it started. And so, but like I said, 16 hours a day, $2,000 a day meant nothing to me if I didn't have my life. And then I found out that 90% of the people are on this side and they only make 10% of the income. Good, hardworking people, middle-class people, but they're still only making 10% of the income. So when I talked to my dad, I said, Dad, he laughed because I'm working like a slave. And so he just broke it down. He says, Kelly, you got to duplicate yourself. The wealthiest people in the world, number one, own a business. They duplicate. That's what Amazon did. He started Amazon. He duplicated, and now he's got millions and billions of people buying every day. Walk away income. McDonald's did the same thing. They duplicated themselves with McDonald's, right? 35,000 McDonald's right now. And they're open 700,000 hours a day. So my dad said, Kelly, you got to figure out where the 10% of the people on this side and how they make the 90% so we can have passive income. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys. How in the next 2-3 years tops, if you work hard right now for yourself, you guys can make 30, 40 grand, whatever you want. If it's 5 grand, it's 500 a month. I don't know. I need to make 40 grand a month. If I build a network in which I'm on the journey doing, of 1,000 people and everybody's buying a little bit online, that's 40 grand a month. It's over. I'm going to make movies. I'm doing my passions. Those are my passions. You never use your hobby to make money. Okay? Those are my hobbies, my nonprofits, right? I want to build schools for inner city kids. This stuff I want to do. Why are the rich people schlepping out their money and we got things that we want to help people with? So here it goes. These shops, Amazon, Tesla, Whole Foods, right? We now know everything's going online. Walmart, all these, McDonald's, all were shops, right? The average person, when they're an employee or self-employed, which we both have been, we all have been, you work 40 to 60 hours a week. You know, with the construction, you were working more. I know at my catering company, I was working more. Right? We work 50 weeks a year. Average person will work 3,000 hours a year of our precious life times 50 years of our life. The average person will work 150,000 hours in their lifetime. These guys, and I'll use McDonald's, he started McDonald's 70 years ago. People laughed at him. It was only $12,500 having a McDonald's franchise. People were like, nah, man, I can make hamburgers at home. But 35,000 saw our vision. That's all he needed. They're open 20 hours a day. As a franchise earner, he makes money on 700,000 hours a day. Average person, because we just one or two, we're husband and wife,